video is going to be my icks in K-pop. It's another speaking one because I do not have the energy to type anything at the moment while making this. So enjoy the video and let me know your opinions on this as well. My first ick is probably like the forcing to act cute. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the word because my Korean is fucking horrid. So I'm not even gonna try, but like an example is probably Jake's 10 months. Ending Fairy back then, like I hate bringing it up, but we all know that was low-key forced by the company probably, or like I think it's like a bet with his members or something, but like anything like that, and even with groups like illit, newjeans, and all those like other like cutesy groups, the forced cutesy concept and like acting cute is just, oh, it gives me the ick and it's fucking weird. Especially since sometimes it's to like entertain the older audience, like all the weird like creepy men sometimes, but not all the time. Another thing I have noticed is that like K-pop companies try so hard to get rid of like a K-pop idol's natural skin color. Like it's super weird in my opinion, and I feel like there is literally no fucking need to do that. Like they're Korean, not white, if that makes sense. Like there's no need to make them white, as they like, I understand like if some idols are like naturally paler, but making them a ghost white, which is not natural at all, that's where it gets a bit too extreme. Because I feel like, because you'll look at like an idol and you'll be like, oh, they're pretty pale, and then you'll look at their pre-debut pics and be like, wait, but they're really like tanned there. I just feel like it's not really needed. And I feel like an idol's natural skin color adds more like natural stuff. I don't know how to explain it, but like I think you guys understand. I feel like you can also make other people who are more tanned, or like make people's skin like more dark eyed, like you can make them insecure about it because they're seeing like all these quote unquote perfect idols who are like ghost white. So like gays are a really massive like problem in the K-pop community. Like solo stans aren't so toxic in my opinion, but also gays like drag the idols like group members and like are really toxic about being a solo stan. Meanwhile, in my opinion, solo stans just kind of like stream their music and like post about them sometimes. By stream the music, I obviously mean like solo songs, like not the group songs, or like if there's a solo project on the group's profile on whatever they use to listen to music, then they just like stream that. Meanwhile, like gays will like stream the music, yeah, but they'll even turn around, like example like Jungkook gays. Like I don't like BTS, right? Like I'm kind of like only listening to Jungkook at the moment, but like Jungkook gays will literally turn around and say that like none of the BTS members are talented except him, and that like the BTS members are like really shit with their songs and that they flopped and all that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, solo stans, like they just sit there and relax, No way am I defending either solo stans or gays, and no, I'm not saying that I'm one either, but I really hope you guys can see my point here. I genuinely don't understand why people think it's really fun to like drag idols for like no reason, or at least for like a smallest reason possible. Like when people drag Jennie just for like her performances, just because they don't like her, I honestly laugh because it's like, again, like I said in the past thing, I don't like BTS, but I don't like BTS, but you're not going to see me turning around and dragging them for every single fucking performance. Dragging idols in general is really like, dragging idols is honestly really fucking immature. Like there's a difference between like constructive criticism and like dragging them. LSFM gets dragged. That is not constructive criticism. You can tell, because the fact that source music can literally sue people for what they say about the LSFM girls, you can tell it's not constructive criticism, because you cannot sue someone for that. And yeah, you also can't sue someone for saying you can't sing, but like there was stuff being said about LSFM that source music can sue people for. same with illit, like, or illit, I think. Like, as much as I hate the fact that B-Lift isn't really paying attention to enhypen that much, I'm glad they're protecting illit. Believe people like, oh, like seeing you can't sing isn't like, you can't get sued for that. No, you cannot. But there are some things that were said that you can get sued for. I'd also like to add in that even though you think someone can't sing, saying it directly on like their posts and stuff is classified as dragging, because they can sing, they're just not given the right songs, or like their tone doesn't suit the song, you know, stuff like that. They need to be able to suit the song. Like if you've seen with lsfm, they sound much better when they're singing Smart. They sound much better when they're with Blue Flames, Sour Grapes, or like other stuff like that. And I feel like people don't realize that, because it's the same with illit. Like Lucky Girl Syndrome sounds so much better with them than Magnetic. If anything, we should be like dragging the company, because they're the ones, even if a song doesn't suit an idol's turn, or like the idol's turn doesn't suit the song, the company needs to be in charge of that. When K-pop stands do this, it honestly pisses me off like to the max. Like there's no way that you're just hating on an idol because they like, I don't know, spoke to a guy or something, like you know, like if it's a female idol, like they spoke to a male idol, or you know, you hate on a male idol because he spoke to a female idol. Like what the fuck? I don't know if I put this one in on the plan of the video, but I also hate it when people hate on idols, like, you know, drinking or like eating stuff or like supporting Zionist brands, and then they don't actually care about what's going on in Palestine. Like, yeah, be mad because like that, like it funds the genocide, but if you don't do anything to spread awareness of what's going on in Gaza, I don't think you should get mad at them, because you're just finding another reason to hate. Like, example, Yoonjin, when she had Starbucks and shit, every single K-pop stan full on like went on a hate train on her, and she like, yeah, she changed her coffee brand. She didn't apologize, but then again, it's hype. They're like the most Zionist company in K-pop. You know, actions speak louder than words, so she changed her coffee brand. You can tell in her Instagram posts. But people are still like, oh, where's your Starbucks? Where's, like, what'd you order from Starbucks today? Like, girl, shut the fuck up. Even when it's just not like Starbucks and shit, if you just find a reason to hate on an idol when like that idol has very obviously changed things from when they did that thing, or like if you just hate on an idol because you think it's fun, it's really fucking childish. They're not. An idol is an adult or a minor. People will always find excuses to age shame, which is really fucking weird because like you can't control your age. It's not like idols asked their parents to do the wavy love talk in a certain time. So whenever like a K-pop stan shames an idol for that age, it's just really fucking weird. Especially with like Illit's Yuna. Like when she was shamed for being like quote unquote too old for the concept, but I'm pretty sure like Minju is the same like age as her. Or like when Chiquito debuted, people were like, oh, she's too young, blah blah blah, like why'd she debut? Like, yeah, it's the company's fault, but like why are you shaming her for being as young as she is? Like, and also I've noticed with it is that everyone tends to think idols are younger than they are. Like 2007 kids like me are 17 this year. We're no longer 12. The only time, like, you know, like most young idols that are debuting at the moment are like 16, like 15, 16, like maybe even pushing 17, except for that one Eunice member, which is really super fucking weird. But like, I don't know, I don't understand why people get mad at like 15, 16-year-old date, like mainly 16-year-olds debuting, because like, you know, yeah, sure, they like still minors, but like they have time to still mature while being an idol, and they're still a little bit more mature since before being an idol. So I don't know, I don't, that's what was my opinion, but age shaming, if you do that, you're weird. Disclaimer, I'm not saying always debut Mayas, but if you are going to do them, make sure you actually protect them. whenever I see a K-pop group has been around for like a few years and they still haven't gotten a full album, or like they just don't have that many albums in general, I find it really fucking sketchy because like, what do you mean aespa's only just had a full album? Or like, aespa hasn't even had one, I can't remember. And like, what do you mean Blackpink has under 50 songs? Yet they've been a group since 2016? Like, it's just, YG needs to do so much better. But like, so does like other companies, like mini albums and singles, yeah, they're good and they're less work, but it just shows how fucking lazy you are. Like, you don't even have to have a music video for every song. Literally just the title track can have a music video. Have a B-side or two that has extra promotions and shit. Like, I understand that's like too much work for companies, but like, it's the company. You're meant to do that. It's your job. Like, even like Loona has more songs than Blackpink. Yet Loona was under the shittiest fucking company in all of K-pop. If music stuff of like companies want to be lazy, or like if they don't want to do that much work, why the fuck would they even why do they even sign up to it? Like, we're having K-pop stans create their own full albums for idols and like using AI to have them sing it. Like, I don't know. In my opinion, there should at least be 2 full albums every year, and the rest like mini albums and singles throughout the year. Why would you like create a group and debut them just to give like most of them like 2 seconds in a song, or even just like not even a second in the debut song? Like, how are you gonna literally have like a 4-member group and only have like 2 people getting like almost the entire song? Meanwhile, the other 2 who are vocalists get nothing. Yes, I'm talking about yyxy. You see, I understand if big groups like Triple S have a bit of an unfair line distribution because, you know, there's like 24 members, but having just like 1 member sing almost the entire song while everyone else gets like a few seconds each, that is not it. And the same with Loona. Like, I know BBC was a really shit company, but like, what did you get from giving Vivi and Gowon like no lines and giving Hassel 0.7 seconds in Hi? Like, I understand that it all depends on whether or not the idol suits the part or whatever, but like, maybe you make songs that all the members can like suit, so then they all will get like somewhat of a fair line distribution. Cause imagine like, especially like foreign idols, like you learn Korean, like it's just really fucking hard to learn, mind you, especially with the pronunciation. Like, you know, you learn Korean for ages and ages, you're finally debuting, and the most lines you ever got in a song was like 5 seconds. Not including ad-libs. Including ad-libs, it's like 8. I'd throw a fit. Same thing with the lack of full albums. I hate it when a company doesn't let a group have a comeback for like months or even years. Like, especially when that group is one of the most popular ones in that company. Like, what do you mean you just haven't been bothered to create even just like 1 song? Like, is it really that hard? I don't know if any fans of wjsn watch my videos, but if you do, like, I feel bad for you guys, because I don't even know when the last comeback of theirs was, and judging by like people on Twitter and TikTok, I'm assuming they haven't had one in like a few years. And like, why the fuck would you, like, what's the point of having a group if you're not going to give them any like comebacks or anything? Like, what's the group doing? I don't even think they're even active on anything. Like, are they just sitting in the basement or some shit? Like, if a group hasn't had a comeback within like a year or 2, immediately I just think they're inactive. Because like, if there's no comeback, what the fuck are you doing? Like, even with Blackpink, like, everyone thought they were going to disband early because of the fact that they didn't have a comeback for like 2 entire fucking years. I really do hope wjsn gets a bit more better treatment, because their songs are just so good, and like, being in orbit, the songs are just so similar to like Loona songs. So if there ever is a wjsn comeback, I'm definitely tuning in, because even though I don't stan them, I love their songs, to whatever company they're under, do better. This goes for every other group that takes like years to have a comeback. I'm running out of storage space, so I'm probably going to make a few parts to videos like this. Might be better to do it on my laptop though, because of the fact that, you know, my phone has really shit storage space, but yeah. Look out for part 2 of this, and I really hope you enjoyed.